Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. Today's video is another makeup blog, and I will be sharing what events that happened last week and a little bit of what's been going on this week, as well as a special event that's happening tomorrow. So without further ado, let's begin the makeup vlog video. So first thing I did was I did cave and I bought a new bottle of Sunset makeup because the stuff that I was using was not staying on. It looked good. I put on layers of powder trying to pack it all in. Here's the new bottle, by the way, in case this one runs out on me. But sadly, nothing was working. I found something on Temu and it was really good. I wish I had bought a couple of more bottles instead of one. I would have got good quality that was like Sunset makeup for I would say maybe 4 or 5 bottles for the price of one, because one bottle of this stuff has gone up to $20. And this is after tax. Not bad, but still, I just feel like I wish they hadn't removed it. I think the reason why it was removed is because it was a foreign item, because they did say that foreign items from Temu are being removed or discontinued. All because of a certain Cheeto man and a cybernetic psycho. Fill in the blanks. I'm sure you guys know who I'm referring to, but I'm not going to say. So anyway, got the new foundation because I wanted to look really good, because I found out my 2 best friends, my drag sister and my bestie of 7 or 8 years now, bought me a ticket to the Juno Birch show, and I love Juno Birch. She's this, her character is she's a drag queen. She's a drag queen, and her aesthetic is a 1960s themed alien drag queen, disguised as trying to disguise and pretend to be a human. And her videos are funny. She is on YouTube. Check her out if you don't know who she is. She loves playing The Sims. Her Sims lore that she created is awesome, and I'm telling you, the epic war between her and Joy Desperate, best comedy ever. I did get some merch. I would show you now, but unfortunately, that's where the next story comes in. So, this was Sunday. And after the event was really fun. I enjoyed the show. I was given a lift home, and I'm about to walk into my apartment, my apartment building, when Crazy Karen's back. One sec. So Crazy Karen, I think 2 or 3 times already, has set off the fire alarms. She got handcuffed during both those events because, it's not legal to set off alarms when there's nothing serious happening, if I remember right. She's still here, unfortunately. She is still here. And I forgot to powder, my bad. So let me put this down and powder real quick. So, as I was saying, she is not well. She has been very verbally threatening towards people. She has talked to herself, so yeah, there is a little bit of mental health in her case. But it's gotten to the point where it's like, people are not feeling safe. I'm now not feeling safe, and here's the reason why. When I get back, and she lost her dog, by the way. She had lost her dog the second round, I believe, after she pulled the tab. and she's blaming everybody but not herself. So she is out downstairs in the lobby. Front desk is nowhere to be found. And I thought before I walked in there, I thought she was talking to somebody. I seriously thought she was talking to somebody behind the front desk. So I thought I could just walk in, push the elevator key, get to my apartment, nothing to worry about. Nope. She was talking to herself, and the moment she saw me, she tried to get me to key her up. We have a new rule that's posted in our elevator saying, do not key other tenants up. Refer to them to the front desk. Don't. Because you never know. And this is because you never know if they are a guest. You never know if they are somebody trying to sneak in. Even if you know they're a tenant, you don't key them up. But anyway, I digress. The reason why she scared me was because she was naked from the waist down. The only thing covering her up, or partially covering her up, looked like a denim coat or a denim shirt. It was some sort of shirt tied around her waist, and I saw a little bit of bare leg, and I think I saw something else, and I just did not look at her while she's begging me to get up there, begging me to key her up. And she has 2 contaminated waste bins with her. So if you guys don't know what contaminated waste bins are, they're basically large bins similar to those wheeled garbage bins that garbage men pick up, except they have signs on them that says, do not touch or come near any of the items that are in there, because one, they could have bed bugs, or needles, like hospital needles, or something else, such as, if it's a senior home, it could be like used diapers, it could be something like that. And she wanted me to key her up in the state that she was in, and let her bring all that contaminated stuff up with her, because her job was to wash it. And I was not going to do that. I let her talk because I thought maybe front desk was on their rounds, maybe they'll come down soon and we won't have to deal with this, and then they can take care of it and I could sneak up. It was taking forever. So I kept my distance from these waste bins because, like I said, I do not know what was in there. She was saying, "Oh, my son put these tapes down." She didn't explain why they were put down, why he put them down, and she kept, her stories weren't making any sense. And obviously, she was lying because it's her job to wash this stuff, wash this dangerous stuff that could probably infest our building. And I'm sorry if I sound horrible talking about somebody with mental health. I have mental health as well, but this person really needs help. And it's gotten to the point where she's a danger to our building. And I'm sure staff has seen, like the head staff or whatever, has seen it because it's all on camera. Our lobby's on camera. And when I did find front desk, they were on the other side of the street trying to call somebody to help. So I assume they were trying to call management or nighttime staff management, something, and I guess they had managed to talk to somebody. But all I know is that I wish them luck because I didn't stay there. I had to leave my home once again, stay over at a friend's. I almost thought I was going to have to tough it out because this was a last minute surprise. This was an emergency, and sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you can't. So I was lucky. I was able to stay with my drag sister and bestie, and all was well, but we have both hope, and I hear something from housing soon. And speaking of housing, the reason why it's been delayed, I haven't heard anything anytime soon, is because there is a wait list, obviously, you can't find out how far you are on the list, but I am on a list. I did double check if I was on a list, a wait list, so I could feel relieved that, it could be any time. It could be any time. There is some blotchy stuff on my forehead. I don't know how that got there. And I apologize if you hear stuff in the background. I am going to try to put some music up, my clown golf music, but you never know. You might hear a faint sound of an air conditioner. You might hear a phone going off. My phone has a wolf howl or a psycho or other Halloween horror theme sound effects. So it could be that. So if you hear anything like that, it's just my phone. But I will try to put some music in the background. So anyway, I come home the next day. I washed off all my makeup. I put my clothes that I went to the show back on. I felt very, very naked without my golf aesthetic makeup. And let me tell you, I almost chewed out an old lady who held up her camera trying to take my picture. I looked away, and I literally sensed her following me. She did not cross the street with me to get to the bus stop, but when I looked back, she had taken a picture, looked at it, and walked away. And I'm like, oh woman, you better be glad that I'm not fully burst. And what I mean by fully burst is my temper is like a soda bottle. I can tolerate drama. I can tolerate small things for a very long period of time because it's a very slow shake. But after a while, the fizz starts flowing out through the rims of the cap, and when that cap bursts and all that liquid shoots out, that's basically my rage. But it is very slow. So I have a strong tolerance. But as you guys know who have been following the loveliness of my apartment stories, know that I'm on the burst of exploding. But anyway, that's the negative part of what's been going on last week. So that was Sunday. Monday, things were mellow. I went home the very next day, and I haven't been out of my apartment since. Seriously, I stayed in the rest of the day. I made sure I got all my mail. I grabbed my Amazon package outside my door the moment I saw that it dropped. I haven't been out. I haven't even been out yesterday. I don't know if there was anything put on my door, like events or some sort of notifications for something coming up. All I can say is I hope when I leave for my appointment today, because I have an appointment today, there's nothing at my door saying there's going to be an inspection this week, because it will alter my plans, especially for an event that's happening tomorrow. So tomorrow is World Goth Day. Our lovely friend, Star Raven Gothic Eternity, is hosting a special live stream that's also connected to a charity. And I am going to be involved in hanging out with my friends on that video. It's basically going to be, we're going to just basically be sharing, what we do, hanging out, it's just going to be a fun little gathering with a charity added to it. And, we may talk a little bit about the history of World Goth Day. People may inquire about what the charity is for. So the story behind that charity might be brought up as well. But lots of things. And I'm looking forward to it. I just hope there's not any more last minute surprises, because I'm on edge. And I am just glad no one did not talk to me when I got home, because if anyone inquired, I would have been I would have looked even better because this is my attire from last night, because some insanity woman that's been allowed to stay here scared the crap out of me because she was half naked, yada 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 yada. So yeah, and it's like I follow the books here. It's like not follow the books, I follow the rules. And it's just bullshit. It's like, you follow the rules, you follow them religiously, and I hate using that word religiously as an example, but I'm just giving you an example of how good I am with following rules when it comes to living here. And then you have people who have not followed the rules, who have broken them multiple times. Most of those rules that are not, like, the moment you break them, you lose your housing. But I'm not going to go into that anymore because I've said that multiple times. All I can say is, if anyone tries to attack me and I defend myself and then they try to evict me, it's going down, because I will defend myself. I will defend myself. And if defending myself involves me getting evicted, while all these people who have attacked other people get to stay here, well then, it's coming out. It's coming out. The name of this place is coming out. The organization it's connected to, it's coming out. It's all coming out. But anyway, today I'm going to my appointment. I was going to cancel because, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen the moment I step outside my apartment. I don't know if Crazy Lady's back, and I don't know if she's still allowed to live here. All I know is that when somebody's half naked in a lobby and they're completely, off the chart, to the point even your front desk staff has to evacuate because they don't know how to handle this situation. And there's no security. There's nobody there that can basically deal with this person. I'm telling you. Yeah, I can't. Like I said, I need to stop talking about it because it's irritating me. So anyway, we got our lips done. We are going to do a few things off camera for a minute, and then we'll get to the fun bits. And we are back. Excuse me. Hold on. By the way, this cough is finally relenting. It's finally relenting. I had a night where I didn't cough myself to death, or had a little bit of a dry cough every 5 minutes. I've been liquidating myself with tea, literally hot tea, hot water, hot liquids. If I didn't have tea, I had hot liquids, and it's finally going away, and I can actually do an extended note whenever I do a character that sings. So perfect. So I'm happy. Okay. Again, I apologize if I put my mirror in front of the screen of the recording. I really like this Chromebook camcorder. It's better than my phone. I will try to probably do more videos often. However, unfortunately, some videos like involving sewing and stuff, that might be very different. It's kind of a long story because for some reason I would have to get those videos if I were to record half on my camera. For some reason I can't send those videos to myself. So I can't connect it to this Chromebook, so, which would have been great. It would have been so great. And for some reason, the app that I use on my phone, I also use on this one, but for some reason, some things that I'm able to do on my phone aren't accessible on the Chromebook for some reason. So some special effects I can do, and trimming and duration alteration I cannot for some reason, which is weird. So it's like if I want a screenshot of an image to be up longer and it's only 2 seconds long, unless I alter the duration, I can't do it here on my Chromebook. So I have to like repeatedly upload the same image till I get about maybe 10 seconds of that image. And it's sad that for some reason, and I don't understand why, I do not understand why. So I started using my pencil again, because my eye has been leaky, and I'm so off the chart. Normally I do my eyeshadow before my eyeliner, but I'm doing my eyeliner today. This just tells you where my mental state is right now with all the shit that's been going on. But anyway, yeah, I've been using that because it's if my eye tears up, it's harder for it to dissolve off my face, and I don't have like a smear, like a faint bit of normal skin poking out. But I did have a strange dream last night that I was at this class, and it was so misty in there that my complete makeup, except for small blotches of white foundation, was gone. And oh my god, it was horrible. And I was like literally desperately trying to clean my face and not look like I had just splattered my face in wall paint or something, because that's what it looked like. And it was the most strangest dream, and I'm hoping it's not a sign that something's going down today, because seriously, the only thing I hated about that dream is it said I was paid, because I went somewhere in that dream, like I got candy, and I wasn't sure if I had enough, and for some reason the guy was able to tell me that my money came in, and I was like, so when I woke up, the first thing I did was check my bank account, and nope. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm guessing if that didn't happen, then the whole misty makeup removed, like, it literally removed all my makeup. It's like whatever that mist was in that dream, it would have been wonders in a makeup remover product, because seriously, it removed so much makeup except for a few patches. That would have been an easy wipe off. But anyway, I'm doing my makeup now. Now on to some fun bits. So, we are working on Mr. Fancy Man's brother's costume. The costume that he wore in his debut is not going to be his actual costume. It's close to the design that shows on camera, because if you saw the full bit, you would tell it's not historically correct. It's not historically correct. So it was almost like his outfit at that time was like Rococo Lady Gaga, and that was not the look we were going for. So how we filmed it on camera, phone camera, it hid all that detail, so it just looked like a surcoat and an undershirt. So we are making his costume. It's this thing right there that's behind me. It's a little piled up because his trousers are on top of his shoulder, pinned there for the moment. It's almost done. We have everything ready except the buttons. So I've already drawn on the button markings, and yes, I am going to be painstakingly doing the buttons because I thought about doing the frogs, like the frog closures like on Mr. Fantaman's outfit, but I felt like no, it would be too fancy looking, and if we were to do that, it would kill the look of the character. So we're going to go with traditional buttons. We're going to make we're either going to make the buttons, or we're going to I just want to make sure this is right. It's not going to look good. Like I said, my mental state today is not good. But it kind of looks cool. It almost looks like it's melted. So we'll stick with that. Maybe that's what the dream is. My face was going to look melted today. So anyway, as I was saying, this color got a little dark. Okay, let me fix that. So anyway, as I was saying, we are going to do buttonholes. We are doing buttonholes. We are doing, but traditional button closers. They are painful to make because you have to make a slit into the fabric. Hope you don't damage it, and then you sew that slit to make the buttonhole. And we have to make, I believe, 7 of them. So at least it's 7, and it's not like literally 10 or 12. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And then our next project will be the portrait dress, which is, if you guys don't know what I mean by that, the portrait dress is the dress in the portrait of the Countess, that beautiful lavender two-tone color, which is something the Countess has never worn. I like to do, whenever I do new costumes, I like put her in something that she's not worn before. See, we're good on time. Our appointment's not until 1, so it's only 11:23 here. So yeah, we're going to be making that next. We only bought enough for the bodice, and I think the sleeves. We did buy some lining with what little bit of money we had left from Amazon. It looked lighter. It's a little bit darker, but I just hope it doesn't poke out. If it does, we'll have to scream and cry and have to do seam ripping and a whole other stuff. Let's see. Let's just add a little bit of smoke under here. A little bit of smoke under our eye. Okay. I think we got something. It's not what we were hoping for, but it looks good. So I'm going to pause the camera real quick, get into my outfit, wash my hands, and I'll show you the final look. And here it is, the final look. I've been just still fussing with my hair a bit, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Let's see. Hold on. There it goes. It looks kind of blue on camera, but it's actually purple. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, thank you for watching. I apologize if I'm a little out of it. Like I said, this has been a very interesting late of last week, a very interesting early of this week. But stay tuned for tomorrow for the World Goth event hosted by Star Raven and Gothic Eternity. It will be sometime 12:30 Seattle time, which is 8:30 UK time for those who live in the UK. I'm not very good with other time zones. My advice to you would be to Google search, be like Seattle time 12:30 p.m. to your time, and it should tell you. If that helps, I apologize. Anyway, stay safe. Try not to lose your insanity. Continue to be who you are. Don't let people judge you and break you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.